This is the Wordlife Show, hosted by Krazy on Ujima 98 FM, Tuesdays 8 till 10. All right, okay. So that was the new exclusive track from Wishmaster and Billy Whizz.
Yeah, that was Moves On, mate. That's also going to be on Cobra Kai Style.
Yeah. Right, okay, so basically this is my favourite part of the show, yeah? This is where we get down to the nitty-gritty, and I'm going to interview for about 10 minutes before we go on to the freestyle segment. Now, as you are a producer and DJ extraordinaire, basically, I'm going to let the interview run a little bit longer because we got Wishmaster coming in to eat up some of your tracks, and we got some beats ready for that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I want to know what's been going on in the world of Billy Whizz right now. You know what I mean? This is what we need to know, yeah?
Trust me.
Right, so for anyone who's just tuned in or who's been listening keenly to hear the interview, Billy Whizz, if you don't know already, he's a don out here, man. He's a HLG originator, member from Day, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
Founding member. He co-wrote the script for Krazy vs. the Yakuza.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Filming the making.
5 sequels.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
But he's also, one of, I'd say, Bristol's most prolific producers. Although not originally from Bristol.
No. I'm from the Midlands. Well, no, I'm originally from like over East Midlands, and then I moved West Midlands. I'm from all over, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not actually from Worcestershire?
No, I was born in Boston, in Lincolnshire.
Boston.
I lived there for till I was about 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And then I went over to Worcester, and then that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you found your home in Bristol.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is where you're repping.
That's what he's representing.
Best choice I made, mate, was moving here.
I agree with that, bruv. I agree. Yeah. Nah, bruv. You've been an integral part of the team for a long time, man. You've been resident DJ at Wordlife since day one, pretty much, isn't it?
Near enough, man. I remember you did a few events because that was when I was trying to sort of get in and playing in Bristol at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember selling it to you, literally going, "Yeah, man. I'll tell you what I'll do. Can I do an hour of open mic on beats and what have you?" And I remember, I think maybe once, twice, you were like, "We'll see." And then you're like, "Yeah, go on." And then you were just like, "Yeah, I need that every time."
Yeah, it worked.
It was born.
It worked.
Yeah.
And then you proved your way, and we've literally made you do every other show since. Now, honestly, bruv, you're invaluable to the team. You've been working. You've done so many gigs with us. I can't even imagine the number. Yeah.
The thing is, then that was when it was at Snug, and I remember like back then you had the first night you had was King playing, and then you just had these acts that weren't on the same support bills as everyone else, or if somebody was coming over, do you know what I mean? There wasn't, you were giving loads of people chance. That's when I first met Wish, Ellis and all them, Ashfields, all those guys are there, Slowey.
It was a different time with Bristol hip-hop, wasn't it? Because we've always had that talent there, isn't it? But there was a weird...
There wasn't really a scene there, it was a bit stagnated at that time.
After Rhyme and Reason stopped and everything like that, I remember we had to have a community meeting because there was literally nothing for hip-hop here.
Yeah.
And that's how it was born, the Wordlife thing was born, out of just the fact that nothing was there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and it brought a lot of people together. I think.
Yeah, I remember J0117 turning up to do
playing his first
when
show.
He was doing the cheese and bread. I remember him coming up because we did them, and it was me on the decks for 2 deep.
How many people have you DJ'd through? Do you think
from Bristol?
Yeah, the amount of artists. Yeah, through not just my shows.
30.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, I lost count.
About 30.
So many. Yeah,
loads, man.
Loads. So it got to a point where basically. Because a lot of artists are terrible. They turn up to their show, They're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this set." And they're like, "Have you got a DJ then?" And they're like, "No, I've got this USB, man. I got this USB." It's like, all right, who's gonna press the buttons on that?
Yeah, that would usually happen. I'd be just sort of unplugging my headphones, and someone would go, "Yeah, look, start with track 2, then track 4, and go, no, whoa, like I'm not,
Yeah, no.
And then in the end, but then that still later didn't really go away, but it just became, I was hoping Billy could do it.
Yeah.
It just became
because you were the best one doing it.
Yeah, but then I DJ'd for a lot of good people, when I DJ'd for King Aggie when Havoc come over, that was great. Do you know what I mean? That was nuts. For when Surplus at your event as well, that was the first time I met Plus. He didn't have a DJ, so I did that.
Yeah.
And loads of people.
And
Ellis
recently Skinny Man.
And Skinny Man as well,
Drop the Bass, wasn't it?
I was at Drop the Bass,
I could see you as in your element there. That was like one of your favourite tracks.
That was as well, but also the cool thing with that is me and Skinny have met each other like loads of times over the years too.
Yeah.
So it was cool anyway because we both sort of Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like most of these guys, was the first time I met him was, oh, can you DJ or can you do this? And, you know what I mean? Whereas, the skinny thing that was quite cool because, he's always been sound since the day I met him. He's always been supportive.
He's one of the biggest names.
Down to earth still.
Yeah. Trust me, But no, I think it was good. Sometimes, being the cover DJ has the ups and downs, you know what I mean? And I think that was definitely one of the ups and downs. But you killed it for us, brother. I mean, and then basically, as you said, you was doing the 1 hour ciphers. Yeah. And what you was doing was chucking loads of your beats in there, wasn't it? And getting all of the artists to come in and do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And next thing you know, everybody in Bristol was rapping over Billy Whizz beats.
Trust me.
Well, pretty much, man. And it was good because that was in between times of, I just like DJing Fear the Beast, I think, around then. Yeah. And then Milo did his League of Shadows album and brought me on. And, asked me then, because originally Vogue was DJing for it. Yeah. And then I think just as more stuff sort of came along, Milo asked me in the end just to...
He was making a lot of quiche in that St. Nick's Marketplace, so it might have been that,
Maybe.
I got photo evidence. But, now on the real big up Rogue's sick DJ. But
big up Rogue.
Yeah, I mean, so basically,
sick scratcher as well.
Yeah, wicked
cuts.
DJ.
And that was big. That was like big shoes to fill, man. Because I was like, I'm nowhere near a turntablist in general. I can do a little bit of babies, if that.
He learnt by DJ Quest, though. I mean, honestly, he learnt by the best of the best. You know what I mean? He's got skills. I mean, there's not many people that could fill those shoes. But you've done a great job, man. You really have. Now,
thank you, man.
Basically, then, a little while ago, then you dropped "Always Finding Trouble."
Yeah, that's right.
Was that your first project that you've put out yourself? Say?
No, I did do a project years ago, and I'm talking when probably be about 10 years ago now, or something, right?
Yeah.
So if you can find
MySpace,
around those days,
Bebo.
You know what I mean? One of them, you know.
Yeah.
So and that was just like my first sort of production project. But if I look back at it now, I did rush that. Who did I have on that? I would have had LT and Flo this year because I used to DJ for them back when I lived in Worcester. Lost Fam. That was like my first sort of playing with getting on good support acts was with them.
Yeah.
But then LT does his drum and bass now, and Floda just she ended up having a little and all this, and now she's at uni here. You know, so life stuff. But all still good. But so I had them on there. I had a few American guys on there that were cool. Yeah, man, just quite a range of talent, to be fair. But at the same time, it was...
new every day.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I look at it and I can tell I've rushed bits of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Always Finding Trouble, I made sure that I had it sounding like I wanted. That I was happy with everyone's verse. I was happy with what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just things like that.
I mean, in 10 years, you learn a lot of stuff, I guess, innit?
Oh, mate, do you know what? This is the one thing I've credited moving to Bristol, because when I was... there wasn't many other people making beats in that back home. There was a crew called Subcon, and they were killing it. Yeah. They were doing real good. And there was Case Closed, a few others. And then I moved here, and I suddenly realised how horrible I've been. Do you know what I mean? Because I saw, I remember Bailey's Brown doing a beat showcase at Wordlife, and I was just like... Oh, okay.
Ooh,
that's and he is still one of the best out here. Probably, if not with the hip hop stuff. Between him and Jose, I'd say for me. Do you know what I mean? And so that was the bar.
Yeah. And do you use MPC or anything like that?
I use a machine.
Ah, you're on a machine.
Yeah. Was it like Jose?
Yeah.
But Bailey's used the MPC.
Bailey's is on MP. Yeah.
He did have a machine before, but he sold it on.
He didn't get on with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's always been about that Akai life.
I mean, I've only had the machine for about maybe pushing 2 years or something. Before then, I had a little Pro Tools setup with a MIDI keyboard I was triggering samples off. It was the most backward way of doing things.
Yeah.
And I remember telling, I'm not trying to name drop or anything here, but I remember being sat with Rodney P and Skits one night, and Skits was saying he liked my beats and what have you, and he said, "What do you use?" And I told him, and he sort of smiled and went, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And I was like, "I know it's a terrible set," and he's like, "Nah, man, but and it's the same old thing, innit? It's not what equipment you've got.
It's about your ear and what sound you make.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly that.
Except I did need to fix it.
Upgrade. But the skills aren't broke.
Yeah.
Right, so basically, Always Finding Trouble. Then after that, it kind of rocketed from there. I think once you had your release out and everyone knew you were serious, I think you were DJing a lot of parties for people already. But I mean, you seem to have flown a little bit more into the limelight after that release, I think is fair to say.
Well, man, the launch night helped me as well, which was put on by AFT Rap's Attic Bar.
Yes.
And that was, and I'll tell you what, that was the most nervous I've ever been because that was solely on me.
Yeah.
And I had to make this thing like a performance and obviously organise everyone being there and different MCs. And bearing in mind, those lads are playing that track once and they're not going to gig that again, maybe. I mean, I know Goose plays Crown of Thorns, Press plays Song for No Name.
But it was particularly for your project rather than theirs.
Which it was, yeah. So, of course, they're like, you know, they're just having to learn for a one-off performance, basically, you know. So, yeah, and basically, yeah, from that night, I couldn't believe how well it was going.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it in. It was going well. I thought no one was liking it. I'm there being like, no, I don't think anyone's feeling
it went
this.
really well, bro. That was really, really good.
Yeah, and then I got the footage back the next day, and that was it. I sent that off to festivals, like.
And then you've been doing a lot of festivals as well now.
Yeah, man. So, God, we were busy this summer, like, you know. So
you were all over the place, weren't you?
Yeah.
Cancellations, but you were literally on every flyer, pretty much, weren't you? Yeah.
There was Nas with Wish and Nostok as well. That was that was the first one I got.
Yeah.
Was I literally the week after I emailed that footage off. Yeah. And Nostok and
St. Paul's Carnival.
St. Paul's, man. Which
was great,
which was and I owe that to you as well, man. You put the name forward and.
Bruv, I put through the people that I thought were putting in the work. You know what I mean? I didn't put through people's names just because they got good names out here. You know what I mean? You had to deserve that slot to get that. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't nothing about me, bro.
I'm always going to appreciate that as well, because that was the same sort of thing as the EP launch. How seriously I took that, as in, okay, I've got like 15-20 minutes or whatever it was. We got to bang through this, and again, sort of getting everyone involved queued up and making it a show. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think that's helped.
Yeah, it has. And now, as a result of all of this hard work, you've been nominated for Best Producer Award at the MLG Awards.
Yeah, man. Which is nice, man. Yeah,
sick, man.
No, that was nice, man, because it was a few people like that sort of tagged me in posting that, saying, "Oh, I'll put your name forward and what have you." And I saw just a few of them, and that's when I did my post.
Yeah.
Because originally, the awards, they're there, and I'm fine with people getting recognised anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when people had put the effort in, I thought, well, and that's when I gave the share. And a few people have said, if you want to do that, but then I also put in Wish, Twizzy, Jinx, whoever. I thought,
yeah.
Give some shine as well to them. And,
of course, yeah.
And then, I saw your post that you made it through, and then I looked and I saw me on there. I was like, oh, no way.
Yeah, you made it, man.
So, that's why I, thanked everyone, and the support's been overwhelming.
Bruv, I think just seeing the amount of likes and comments on that post that you've done alone shows that you're going to do well, bruv. I think, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen it, and no part to any of the other producers, but I haven't seen no support like that on their pages from that, and that's not a diss against them.
What else is in the category?
So there's Dr. Mika, and there's
Dr. Mika's big still.
Shout
out Dr. Mika.
Look on his page.
Shout out Dr. Mika.
I've got big love for Clive, and that's my bucket, man.
I got a little tune with him, something. So
real safe dude,
Mika.
amazing. I mean, the live show at St. George Park Festival thing was levels, bro. I mean, he's doing bits out here, and like if you look at the public support for the award,
091 as well.
091, sick guy. I've actually not seen him share a post about it yet, so I don't know it still. But basically, congratulations. That's what
it. And likewise, bro. You've been running this for time. It's about time someone says.
Give you some recognition for what you're doing, innit?
I'm not going to mention it.
It's nice to know that people appreciate what you do, alive.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Trust me.
Yeah. And after all this time, it is nice to get
trying to do the double.
Yeah, man. I wish you been. You got the double. Yeah,
I'm trying to do the double. Get the votes in, man. Best act / hip hop act / best act.
He's bringing 2 suits and 2 speeches.
I don't blame you, bro.
There you go. Milo Stone said if I win, I've got to wear a bow tie.
Oh wow!
So I'm on the lookout for a good
like a dicky bow.
Proper spinning one, whatever, and a waistcoat.
You should, you got to wear that anyway, just to come along. It's like a sit-down meal and everything.
I'm going to dress like a snooker player.
Oh, Sullivan.
Right now, we haven't got too much time left on the interview because I've got 3 tracks for Wish after. I've got to do some adverts. But basically, the reason we have come and got you on today is because you got the Cobra Kai style album coming out soon, isn't it?
Well, yeah. That's it. That's what I've been working on now, and I haven't got a release date yet. But everything you've heard tonight is going to be off that project. So So keep your eyes out open for that. We shot a video with Goose with Dave here. DHACK Media.
DHACK.
And man. So that's for that track that you heard earlier, Forbidden Skill. And I've got other beats coming out on other projects. Like I'm going to try and work closely with that 521 group we played. Blade's been on my case, about it, which is cool. Like in a mental way. Origin, and there's a few other hitters as well. Yeah. Possibly a former London Posse member, maybe on on the thing?
Oh, I know.
He is on the thing. But yeah.
But we won't confirm it just yet any more than what you just confirmed.
I won't confirm what I've just confirmed that's true.
Yes. That's happening. Guaranteed. Exactly. But yeah, right. Bruv, we're going to get onto the live bar bit. We'll touch on a little bit on social media afterwards. I'm going to go into the adverts now, but thank you for coming through, bruv. Thank you for the exclusives and for all the hard work and everything you've done for the HLG gang team.
Well, yeah, I was always representing the HLG gang. So yeah, always. And I appreciate it, Krazy. Thanks for getting me here.
Nah, come on, man. That's what we do. Right, let's get into the adverts. We'll be back on the other side with some live bars from Wishmaster up for some Billy Whizz beats. Let's go.
Come on.